That has to look pretty.
No, it fucking doesn't. It takes a couple of hours of their day to make some shoddy.
No, but you've got
basic...
you've got to go and find the stuff. You've got to find the resource and make it work.
Listen, you clearly never watched the fucking episode then, have you? Because it does. They're dropped in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Half baked, half broken, nothing serious, we're only joking. Half wired and not quite coping, life's a laugh, no words unspoken. Half baked, half broken, nothing serious, we're only joking. Half wired and not quite coping, life's a laugh, no words unspoken.
You alright?
I'm good. Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm good.
What's been occurring?
Not much. Just the usual shite. Just being a full-time legend. It's hard.
It's tough at the top, son.
It is. It's a lot of work, man. But I'm doing it.
But you do it.
Yeah.
You do it with style.
But I do it legendary.
Love that for you.
Part of being a legend. Cracking with you.
Nothing.
What's cracking, cracker?
You cracker. I mean, dare I say, it's been a relatively quiet week. I have submitted all of my studies, all of my coursework, my exams. Everything is finished so far, unless they come back and say that I've missed something. But that's been a weight off my shoulders.
Nice.
So that's done. So I've just been getting my head down and getting on with work. So there hasn't been a whole lot of catastrophe, which is nice.
Well,
But
it's
doesn't leave as much to
disappointing,
talk
to be
about.
honest with you, yeah, because it's not. What do we entertain people with?
Well, you
So can
said
you just
something.
Start being a bit more calamitous next month, please.
You said something the other day that made me think about Scottishness. And you said something, you were talking to the kids and you'd said, I'm going to message.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always say I'm going to message.
Yeah, but that's from me. I mean, people, have you ever said that to people outside? I'm going to message.
No, I wouldn't just go, I'm just going to message. No, I say it to the kids because it's like a soft way of telling them that I'm going out and they're not allowed to come with me. I just envisioned my boss going, where are you going? I'm just going to message. Like, who the fuck's this guy?
Freaking message. Who are you? Well,
when you think about it, it's a very, very weird thing
but
to
it's
say.
Scottish. It's a Scottish thing
But
to say.
it makes sense and it doesn't, if you get me.
Well, the word message in Scotland is like so multi-purpose. So, if you were leaving to go somewhere to do something or run an errand, essentially, you are gonna message. Right?
Yeah, no, but see, this is the other thing as well, right? You couldn't just say, I'm just going an errand, son, because he'd be like, what the fuck's an errand?
But,
Whereas
yeah,
if I
but
say I'm
then-
going to message, it's a softer, easier way of telling them that I'm going out.
Yeah, I know, but culturally, it's a thing for us in Scotland, and you got it from me, because I'm away a message, which isn't not what we would say in Scotland. It's I'm going to message, or I'm going to message, or if you were talking to somebody else, you say, right, oh, where's Dad? You say he's away a message.
No, see, well, we wouldn't say that. Like, if the kids asked where I was and I wasn't in, the call would say
He's at work.
He's at work or something like that.
Yeah, but it's not just an adult to kids thing in Scotland. He's away a message.
Yeah, see, for me it is. I wouldn't say it to an adult.
Yeah, but so it's in Scotland. It's not. But also in Scotland, your groceries. When you go to do your weekly grocery shop, you're away to get your messages.
Yeah, no, that's fucking insane.
Yeah, so
Now they're overdoing it.
you're away to get your messages. I'm away to do. I'm away getting my messages. I'm away at the supermarket, or I'm away to the shops to get my messages.
Oh, what Nana used to go, away you going shite.
Away in shite.
Away you going shite.
Yeah.
I'd be like, what? That just means fuck off, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. But in here it's had away in shite, isn't it? It's the same thing, but away you go in shite. But yes, I mean the Scottish thing, it definitely got me thinking. And messages. But when I was a kid, the supermarket in Scotland was Presto's, and you'd go and you'd do your big shop.
Presto's?
Yeah.
That was a takeaway? Presto pizza?
Well, Presto's was a supermarket chain in Scotland, and they used to deliver your shopping, and they used to come in big trucks. I mean, can you imagine saying to somebody now, I had my message. How do your messages get delivered? Mine get delivered in boxes, and people be like, "What the hell? How many messages are you getting?" It came by a truckload of boxes.
We're like, all right, then, fucking hell.
Popular bitch, you aren't you? So yeah, now I'm just trying to think some of the other ones. Yeah, a piece. You want a piece?
A piece of shit.
A piece and jam.
A piece?
A piece and jam is a jam sandwich
That's not.
in Scotland. A piece and jam?
No, well, it's not. That's just
No.
words that don't supposed to go
No,
together.
a piece and jam.
That doesn't make fucking sense. A piece and jam. Yeah. Piece and jam.
So I'd go in for school and I said, "Can I have a piece, mum?" You say, "Hi, the jam's in the cupboard."
I would have went in the toilets fucking through there.
No.
Knock yourself out and have a piece.
A piece and jam.
Can I have a piece, ma'am? That's fucking mental, that.
A piece of what?
Honestly, can I have a piece? That's what you said?
Uh-huh.
Yeah?
And the other thing as well that has been, and it's weird because for so many years I was away from it, but I think the older you get, I don't know whether the memories are more prevalent or you're just not able to mask the same as you used to be when you were a kid. But in particularly around Glasgow and the West Coast where I'm originally from, anything that began with TH is pronounced with H. So a thing's a hing. If you know how I say like the thingamy or the thingamy-bob or the thingamajig, it's a hingamajig. That hing over there.
But you just said that.
Yeah, but
Just-
no, that's a the. It's a th. It's different. It's a hing.
That's just weird. We use all weird though.
Oh,
So,
that's rude.
where are you going shite?
Yeah, just trying to think. There's
I've been, so, me and Nicole have been playing this Xbox game, right?
Mhm.
It's called It Takes Two. So, in the name, it's pretty clear that it's a two-player game.
So it's called It Takes Two.
It Takes Two. The whole premise, right, is this little girl, it starts this little girl standing at a window and she's watching her mum and dad outside having an argument and they're getting divorced, the parents are getting divorced, and the kid finds out at that moment at the window upstairs. She didn't know before that. And she's got these two little dolls in her hand and she makes this wish. Like hours go by and the parents end up inside of the dolls. So your job is to complete missions and tasks and challenges to try and get back into your own body from the doll.
Right. So you're playing as the parent or the kid?
You're playing as the parent inside of the dolls. So you're running around. So these dolls are tiny, so you're running around this whole house and you're just this tiny little doll.
Right.
But you've got to like so one of the missions was you had to battle the vacuum cleaner. But the vacuum cleaner's like got loads of hose pipes and it's just sucking you in everywhere, right? But you have to work together. You can't win by yourself.
Right, so the divorced parents or the parents getting a divorce have got to build a relationship to work together.
Now, the irony of the whole thing is, while you're building relationships as digital characters in the game in order to fix that,
You're
potential
strategizing
divorce,
as a
right?
couple.
No, you're writing your own fucking divorce papers yourself in reality.
Right.
Because honestly, it's the most frustrating shit. And you're like, I've been like, I've messed up a few times as well, but there's been moments where I've been like, oh, man, what the fuck are you doing?
So give some examples.
So there was there's like this, I don't know what it is, but there's this like liquid and you can't go into it. If you go into it, you die straight away. And there was like a book and it was like open and half running into the liquid, right? But you had to run down that book and before you got to the liquid, jump onto like a disc that was in the water,
right,
to save yourself so you could get to the next bit. And Nicole just ran into it and I was like, jump. And she was like, okay, ran into it again. About 12 fucking times, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, are you fucking having my life? Like, is this a prank?
Is she just not able, was she not able to?
She just wasn't jumping, and I was like, jump, and she was like, just couldn't comprehend the fact that you needed to jump and run. And I was like, how man? Like, it was funny the first 2-3 times. Now we're on fucking 12, 13. Can you just give it a fucking rest, please? I want to crack on with the game. And at that moment I realised this game's probably going to cause more trouble than it's worth.
Yeah,
I'm still going to play it because
fancy living dangerously.
Well, yeah, I love a challenge, don't I? So I live life on the edge.
Like
so
challenge.
I'll still play it and see how we go, but we played it yesterday for 2 hours and I was like, right, okay, I'll turn this off.
I need to leave the house and cool down.
Yeah. But it is a good game, but it's frustrating, very frustrating. So if you fancy adding any more trouble to your household, good content for the pod, mind.
No, there's enough happens.
Do you know what you can do, right?
Externally.
So there's we've reached the point where you've gotten weapons. So the dad's character can throw nails, these big ass nails, right? But he only gets 3, but he can recall them. So once he's thrown them, he can like zip them back to himself. And the mom's got a hammer, but it's just the head of the hammer.
Oh, wow.
It's not the stick. So she's just using it to like knock things like that. And I can throw the nails and they hit her and they just pin her to the ground. So I just kept fucking throwing nails and pinning her to the ground. Every time she was running or having to jump up a wall, I would just like pin her to the wall and just leave her there and then carry on. Because then she would have to like press spam Y.
How is that cooperative play?
Well, it was keep getting us through. It was getting us through the torture. That was the game. But yeah. You
know why she couldn't jump? Because you'd crippled her?
I wasn't doing it at that point. I actually wanted to progress at that point.
Oh, actually, after the conversation we had the other day about Malcolm in the Middle, I started watching Malcolm in the Middle, and one of the earlier episodes, I think it's the first or the second episode, I was absolutely creased. I think it's the first episode where Lois tells Malcolm that he has to play with, is it Stevie? The disabled kid.
Oh, yeah.
Stevie. And he's like, no,
is
Mum.
It the black kid?
Yeah. He's like, Malcolm. Yeah, that one. Okay, and he's like, I don't want, she says, but Stevie's mum's, he says, I'm not friends with Stevie. He says, but Stevie's mum said that you had lunch with him. And he was like, one time in first grade. And she was like, you be nice to that little cripple boy. You be nice to him. I was absolutely creased.
Yeah, honestly, it's aged beautifully. It's still so relatable.
It's so relatable, but I don't know if it has... I think you can watch it retrospectively, but I don't think they could create it now.
Well, no,
it's edgy enough to still be okay, but I don't think
the reason why they couldn't create it now is because there's too much of this woke bullshit everywhere, right? Everyone's fucking offended by everything and every little. They would immediately be like, oh, it's child abuse. You can't put your kid in the corner and make him face the fucking wall. Like, why can't you? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just. Everyone's just so far up their own arse these days. Just fucking watch it and enjoy it.
Oh, and
you know
and I did. And I mean, the episode where Malcolm takes Stevie out in a shopping trolley.
I don't know if I remember.
I was living for it. He was up and down back lanes in dumpsters and everything, and Stevie's in the shopping trolley because somebody's nicked off with his
But
wheelchair.
I bet Stevie was having a fucking blast.
100%.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, but then the other thing is as well is I think your kids star in it.
Oh, my kids are definitely the 3 kids.
Renee is Malcolm,
Yeah.
100%, and
It fits the order as
but
well.
they even
So you've
look
got
like them.
I don't know.
Yes,
I don't
they
think
do.
fucking look
Renee
like them,
looks
like-
like Malcolm. Reese looks like Harley, but the personalities fit. And Dewey doesn't really look like Amari, but there's that cute element where he knows he's cute and he's just doing it to be cute and get away with it.
The reason Dewey definitely fits Amari, it's all personalities for me, right? Reese is 100% Harley's personality.
Yeah.
Malcolm's the same for
Bull in
me.
a china shop.
And Amari is definitely Dewey's personality. He knows he can get away with pretty much anything, but he will sometimes get in trouble.
Yeah. And Renee is just pure sass like Malcolm.
And if he comes crying, then he's won everyone over. But yeah.
So the other thing as well, I know we've taken a couple of trips down memory lane over the last couple of episodes, and the trip down memory lane that I think I'd blocked it out, but I had a dream about it the other night. I had mad dreams, and I had a dream about it the other night. Do you remember when we went to look at a house in the West End, or a flat in the West End? And we were driving along, and thought the area was beautiful because it was like it was just out in the outskirts of Newcastle. I'd never been over there before, and I thought this is lovely. It was beautiful countryside. It was a little village. Went through the village, and then we turned the corner and went up a country road, and behind all these trees was 5 tower blocks that looked like they'd fell out the apocalypse. There's shitty nappies all over the place. And,
All over the smackheads.
yeah. And we get round the corner and there's 2 workmen.
Or what, the ones that you said were like nice people or something?
I
They were
was like-
fucking trying to rive open somebody's door.
And you went, oh, they're smackheads. I went, that is so unkind. Look, they've got on work boots, they've got on high-vis jackets, they're workmen, they're out doing work.
That's because they were in charity shops where they picked them up, man. The fucking high vis.
And kept driving, and lo and behold, we get round another corner and the 2 of them are arriving the front door of the front door of the block off.
Yeah. And it wasn't just that one. Then when they couldn't get in that one, they moved on to the next
Yeah.
one. And the next one. And then when we got out of the car, they were fucking looking in the boot like, oh, looking at your wheelchair.
No, because he
hoist going,
came on, he's like, and I couldn't understand a word he was saying.
I've got to be fluent in Geordie to understand that.
And he came to you and asked if you had a tab.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, I don't smoke. I just vape. But I was in my wheelchair at that point as they were coming over because we were waiting to go in, and you're like, Mom, you're not going in here. I was like, no, we need to wait. We'll just go in and see. Just go in and see what it's like. And you're like, you're not moving in here. So I'm in the chair.
That was enough for me though. I don't
And
know
he
how you
came-
didn't watch that and go, right, yeah, I've seen enough.
And he came over, and you're going, get in the car, get in the car. And I was like, it's fine. You were up a height, the boot's open with the hoist was out because you'd got the boot out, you'd got the chair out the car. And I thought, right, I'll go around, I'll get back in the car. And you're putting it, and whilst you were coming getting the wheelchair from the side of the car, he was in the boot. He was in the boot inspecting the hoist.
I was like, who the fuck's this cunt? But your problem is you don't understand danger when you're in it.
No, I know.
You just think everyone's lovely and nice, and they're fucking not. When, like, we all have this danger sense. So when you're in a situation, you realise, okay, this is weird. This is turning strange. You only have that after you've left the situation. You're like,
yeah, I don't.
that was strange. But in the moment, you've got no fucking sense of self, like, care at all. You would happily be taken away by a fucking kidnapper, murdered, and then be dead, thinking, oh, in hindsight, that was probably not a good idea.
And you're 100% right, because I don't know whether you remember. Well, you will remember, but when, but 2 years ago, I would get up 3:30, leave the house at 4 o'clock in the morning, drive to Kielder every morning, see the stars.
Oh, was it when them coppers were in your house?
Yeah. So I went to leave the house at 3:45 in the morning. But and I mean, it was my sanity. I had to go and do that every morning before I went to work, and I'd just go up, sit under the stars for 45 minutes, breathe and centre myself. And I left the house, and I would do it by myself, pitch dark, in the middle of nowhere. Never had a care in the world, never felt any fear at all. And I left the house, and as I was going out the house, I could see these torch lights. So it goes out the house, and I'm like, hello, excuse me. And the policewoman absolutely crapped her pants whenever she came round. She had a police dog. She was coming from the back of the house. It's like, can I help you? And she went, where are you going? I went, sorry?
Sorry, wait, I need to stop.
You're in my garden.
I know my eyes are bad, right? Because I'm looking at that car and it says ass in 1 week.
No, it's
But I know that, right? But I'm sitting as you're telling that story and I'm like, why does that say ass in 1 week? What are they doing with ass in 1 week? But then I realised that I'm just so blind I can't see the P.
I wonder if they sell, the bum prosthetics.
I still can't see the P, but I know it's pass and go because it's P and G, right?
Pass, yeah, it must be.
So that word must say pass. But where's the P?
The P is green and it's very much there. You need to get to the dentist.
You go to the fucking dentist. Right, anyway, sorry. Carry on. I was just, and say it now.
Yeah.
But it had to move, the car had to move for that. I was like, ass in 1 week. Yeah, sorry, go on.
But it was just the way she says, where are you going? That was her response to me leaving the house. And I went, I'm going to work.
I've been like, what the fuck are you doing here?
And I was like, why are you in my garden? And she said, there's been break-ins at the shops around the corner. She says, and then they came this way. She says, so we're checking all the gardens and whatever. And I went, well, my shed in the back doesn't have a lock on it. You might want to check that. She went, yeah, we've been in and we've checked it already. And I was thinking, cheeky bitch. How is that okay? Then that got me to thinking, the stuff that's going on, either when we sleep or when we don't know about it, that is shocking. All of the residents in that street didn't have a Scooby that was going on.
Not necessarily. Most of them probably have Ring doorbells and shit, so they probably would have seen the next day. And anyone who really gives a shit probably would have called up and found out why. But
then
it just reinforces it though. Like you should have cameras and shit all over your crib, because I know me. Like look where I live. Like you wouldn't expect it where I live because of the area that I'm in. But when my motorbike got stolen out the back garden,
and you didn't hear a thing?
Didn't hear a thing. They practically took the back gate off the hinges. It was like a fucking proper. It was a proper job. And I've got the dogs in the house as well, and she
didn't even.
She goes mental when anyone knocks on the door, if she thinks she hears something in the garden. So to get a bike out like that, a heavy one as well, without making a sound was impressive.
Yeah.
So it's definitely.
But then I think she started to get a little bit concerned about who it was. So where are you going? Where do you work? What are you doing? And I'm like, I've just come out of my friggin' house. Got my laptop bag. You know, I've got my lanyard on.
It's not me fucking burgling.
Yeah. And then I got to the car and I turned round and there was the street was blocked by a police car at the bottom and the top of the street. And she went, you'll have to give the policeman a nod there. She says, and round the corner because we've barricaded the street in. I was like, oh, okay. But I got out to the car and I just happened to look round and there was this formation of green lights in the sky. And I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. And then the realisation that there were probably drones.
Yeah.
And I went, are they yours? And at that point she was like, something not right with her. And she started a line of questioning all over again. But it wasn't until I drove to Kielder, came back, went to the office, and that was when it hit me. The danger of that situation, because I was ready to confront whoever it was in the garden. By the grace of God, it was police, but I was ready to go.
Your house, though, like it's definitely different at your house.
Yeah, but I didn't shut the door and then try and observe. I went round.
But I probably wouldn't have though. Like if. But
it was. I relayed the story to Hamza, and Hamza was like, "What the hell were you going to do, crutches?"
Yeah, no, he's got a point. I think pick the battles you can win, right? But
you don't think about your own capabilities in that moment.
For me, it's just the sheer disrespect. Like if anyone decided to come on my fucking property without my permission, I'd.
Yeah, it's alright. We've already checked the shed. It's fine. I was thinking, I could have been growing drugs in there. That would have been slightly inconvenient.
We were looking for a burglar and we mysteriously stumbled upon 10 marijuana plants.
Crazy.
Yeah, no, it's but to be fair, they always do dodgy shit like that. If they can get away with it, nobody's there to see it. Nobody's there to tell them off for doing it. So
there's so, and I think this, and yes, they were protecting the street because there was a spate of burglaries at the shops at that time. There was umpteen incidents of stuff going on, so I know that, but I know that there's also stuff that goes on that is underhanded.
Yeah,
from government officials, whether it's police or whatever, that I think is shocking.
Definitely. That's just what the world's like now. Have you seen the whole thing with Dylan Page at the minute?
No.
That's why he's not put out much new content.
He's moving to YouTube because TikTok.
Yeah, that's why he keeps getting all of his content pulled down. And
I don't understand it because he's not a biased reporter at all.
But that's the problem.
Yeah, but Alex Barnacourt, I started seeing him a little bit more.
The reason why, right? They want you to be biased. They want you to either be biased one way or the other. The reason for it is because they can. If you're biased the way they want, then happy days. If you're biased against, they just spin you as like some sort of idiot, some sort of lunatic, some sort of fake news guy or something like that. So it's easy for them to discredit when you're completely unbiased and all you're bringing is just facts and you're letting people make their own judgment. Then you give an opinion back, aren't you? People are no longer just following the crowd like sheep. They've then got their own brain to think, oh, hold on a minute, that doesn't add up, or that's not right. That's the whole point. So I've got, like, I wouldn't be surprised if he is being censored and
oh, but there's 100% he's being censored because I saw it when I was on the live with him.
But then again as well, it's also something that makes you think, how are people making their content get out there and to reach the right audiences? Because it's based on TikTok's history or what people believe is their history. Like they are pulling things down and limiting audience views on videos, and how. So
TikTok isn't what it started as. So for it to be able to function in the US, you remember when it went dark for 12 hours?
Probably why.
That was the guidance. So now the head of TikTok US is actually an ex, very, very high up IDF military.
I've seen this thing about ChatGPT as well. Apparently it'd been bought out
100%.
by, well, I'm assuming it's been bought out by Israel. I don't know if it's just, you know, the whole conspiracy thing though, because it was the reason the theory came up was because of the symbol, the ChatGPT logo.
Yeah.
If you flip it and move it two together, it creates the Star of David.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, what? That's mad. But then there's a
you're
lot
reaching,
of shit. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah,
you know,
100%. Because
if you put something in a mirror and refract the mirror like 15 times, you're gonna get
100%.
something out of everything.
I was looking at it and I was like, yeah, but that's just shapes, right? Like if you put them together in the right way, like.
And I think there's a lot of power in symbolism. There is.
But then again, maybe that's why they've chosen those shapes.
But you
so
remember when
you've
we
got to
go
look
back
at it
to
all like
everything that I've said to you. I believe nothing, good or bad. I don't believe anything. Every theory or everything that is presented to me on the news or otherwise, I don't believe it. I have no structured belief that anything that we see is real.
Well, yeah, because it's just surface level, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's definitely more going on.
100%.
Or what you're able to see.
Yeah.
That's just the way of the world, isn't it?
But something that's quite pertinent to what's going on in the States at the minute, which I know it won't seem like it when I say to you, but Nana's started watching Smallville. And it's Nana started watching Smallville, which seemed like a really odd thing for Nana to be watching, Superman and Lois Lane.
Yeah. Definitely.
But she's enjoying it.
Well, to be fair, have you not seen Superman and Lois?
Yeah, but I wouldn't watch it now because of who Dean Cain is.
Oh, is that the main dude in it?
Yeah, you know, he's an ICE agent.
I didn't know. No.
Yeah, he left acting to become an ICE agent.
There's probably more money in it for him, isn't it?
It's also a license to kill.
Yeah, it is.
So I just can't get behind it. Every time it's on, I want to spit at the telly.
Yeah, I didn't realise that, but...
Yeah. So what have you been watching on telly? I'm going to caveat that is not Stranger Things.
No, I haven't been watching Stranger shit. I'm not in the mood for it. I've got to be in the mood for it.
Hellfire
otherwise...
Lives, man.
Oh,
Hellfire
don't give a
Lives.
shit. I don't care. I'm fucking over it. You dragged that shit out for too long.
Right, so what you been watching?
What have I been watching? I finished Harlan Coben Runaway the other week. I've been watching bits and bobs of Breaking Bad. That new Naked and Afraid Apocalypse. Oh, that's some good telly. Some good telly. They managed to take down some big game there as well. And then Nyala. They took down an Nyala. I was like, go on, and they just fucking sliced his fucking throat. There's blood everywhere. Cut it open, left the entrails out for the lions.
I just can't get behind the fact that they have to drop them naked.
Well, your clothes are a resource, aren't they? The whole point is that they have no resource. You're wearing boxers, you can use the elastic in your waist as a drawstring to make fire.
I mean, it's hardly a friggin' leg up. Do you know what I mean?
Well, it fucking is. Right, listen.
If
No,
they give
listen.
both
Hang on.
of them.
Hang on. Right, listen. You're telling me that's not a leg up. You've got one person who's got no clothes on, one person who's just wearing boxer shorts,
No,
right?
but why?
Listen.
Why are we assuming that we're only going to give one person clothes? Give both people the same thing.
No, but the whole point is to do it from nothing. It's like primitive times when cavemen were kicking about. You think they just fucking were rocking around with a pair of elasticated shorts, do you?
I would die. And I'll tell you why I would.
Fucking
No,
evidently.
No,
Evidently.
they don't have to give them a pair of elasticated shorts. Give them already twined with fig leaves. So because
already twined with fig leaves.
because I would die because the first thing I would be doing was covering my modesty.
Yeah, but
I wouldn't be
people
going
do
for
that.
water. I wouldn't be going
but
for
that doesn't
food.
necessarily mean
I
you're
would
going to
be
die.
going to find something
that
to
might
cover up my bits.
Listen, that might be a smart move because you might be in the middle of Africa and it might be fucking 100 degrees and you might need protection from the sun. Some people do that. Some people will take the time to make shoes because their fucking feet hurt when they're walking on the thorny grass.
So how is that protection then? You're going to die of
Die of
thirst?
what? No, you're not. You're not. It's not taking them fucking 3 weeks to build to make a grass skirt. You know.
That has to look pretty.
No, it fucking doesn't. It takes them a couple of hours of their day to make some shoddy,
No, but you've got
basic.
to go and find the stuff. You've got to find the resource and make it work.
Listen, you clearly never watched the fucking episode then, have you?
can't get
Because it
behind
does.
it.
They're dropped in the middle of fucking nowhere where they'll be like. So the one I'm watching, they're in South Africa, and it's
Open plains.
no, not open plains. It's bush. South Africa's not open fucking plains. It's not the Sahara Desert, you know. It's bush. So there's areas of it that might be like completely
So if it's
destroyed
bush,
because of fires.
Yeah, so if it's bush,
But there's trees.
what are they finding in the bush to make?
Right, well, tall
Stuff
grass
to
for
cl-
starters, and then all you need is a long branch. You hang the tall branch over the long grass over the like branch that you've got, and it's a grass skirt, immediately covered. Some people
not enough.
some
The
people
wind-
just get little
wind-
branches.
The wind blows and then all of a sudden
Yeah, well, you know, it's not fucking infallible,
you're friggin'
but
gaping.
your modesty is covered to a certain degree.
Not suitably for me.
Well, you're not fucking there. To be fair, the one that I did watch, the guy found a wheelchair, a manual wheelchair. I was like, fucking hell, this is mental. And the wheel wasn't working, so he got like a stick the right size, managed to find the bearing from the broken wheel, put it on the stick, fucking just hammered it in, and then fixed the broken wheel.
And he
then
used it to carry stuff.
Used it to carry
Yeah.
all of his stuff to where he was going to make his camp.
I love that.
I was like, that's mint. But that's why it's good, because of that.
Yeah, I just don't think I can watch it.
To be fair, this season none of them have made any clothes except one girl, but she managed to find there was like a broken down building that clearly must have been some sort of outpost, for like a human outpost, and there was a sofa in it. So she stripped all the fabric off the sofa, and then took the foam cushions from inside to make beds, and then made like this sort of like weird dress thing with the fabric.
Yeah, that's what I would need, a sofa.
But yeah, it's good telly though. It is really good. Should watch it.
Do you remember, I don't know if you'll remember it, but we used to watch it, Afsal and I used to watch it years ago, and it was an ex-Navy SEAL, and
Oh, I know what it is.
like a
The guy,
survivalist,
was
the
he
guy
wearing
with no shoes.
Yeah. Dual
And
survival.
Dual survival.
yeah,
That was it. I loved that
Yeah,
show.
it's good. They fucking hated each other.
I know
them two.
how the Navy SEAL never killed
They
the other
fucking
guy.
hated each other, them two.
And he was like, "No, you need to
The
put shoes
first
on." And he was
episode,
like, "I am not wearing
episode
shoes."
of that, he was in the fucking snow.
Yeah.
And he had no shoes on.
Yeah.
And he was like, "No, this is."
This is
I
how
was-
you connect to the
and he was
end.
like,
I mean,
yeah,
and I was all about him.
No, he was a fucking idiot, man. Honestly, he was an idiot. I'm surprised he had any fucking toes.
And
left.
he would be sitting meditating to get rid of the snakes.
Honestly,
and the guy,
what a
the Navy SEAL was
he's a
slashing.
fucking twat. An
Yeah,
absolute
no.
twat. It's good.
I'm all about
To be
them.
fair, that's on Discovery Plus as well. It's on Netflix. Not Netflix. Disney as well.
Is it on Disney?
It's on
I
Disney,
think
yeah.
I need to get back about that.
Um,
And see, because I wasn't particularly spiritual at that time when I watched it.
But now you'll connect with them more.
But no, now I'll need to watch it and go,
No,
you're an
'cause
idiot, or
he is-
you're my
he-
hero.
No, he was a fucking moron. He had a couple of moments where he was like, it was like
because he used to
Eureka.
carry his little tinder box with him as well, didn't he?
But he was a fucking idiot, genuinely an idiot.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Are we done?
yeah, let's wrap it up. They know the drill. We're on everywhere.
Well, less so. I don't think we're gonna be on Spotify this week. YouTube, Rumble. We're just trying to find a platform that is working better for us at the moment. So there might be a little bit of disruption, but we will be on Rumble and YouTube 100%, and clips and bits and bobs will be on TikTok and YouTube Shorts.
As always, I have been half baked.
And I'm half broken. Bye.
Half baked, half broken, nothing serious.